Okay then, so it's time for the Ardennes Grand Prix, and as predicted, it's going to be an extremely wet race. Does look like it's going to dry out pretty quickly, but we don't know what it's going to do after that. But of course, we shall start by doing our knowledge slots. Only race trim and intermediate available for Marcheta. We've got intermediate, nurse and race trim available for Dreyfus. I think we're going to risk that it's not going to be wet for too long and go for nurse and race trim on her car. Right, let's take a look at the strategies, the setups even. The setup we tried with Dreyfus has gone backwards, so we'll use the 84% one. Not the best strategy in the world, but I don't want to risk trying something different and it being even worse. 84's good enough, I suppose. Apparently we're going to be starting on dry tyres, so it's not quite wet enough for intermediates. That seems bizarre, but we'll go with it. We'll put on the soft tyres to begin with. Go for a different strategy with Dreyfus, I think. Maximum fuel. And with Marcheta starting a bit further up, we'll put him on the super softs. And look at that. The setup we tried right at the end of practice is a lot better. 95%. Can't get much more perfect than that. Well, 5% more perfect to be. Yeah, shut up. So hopefully he can have a great race. He's got the better car, the better parts on his car. So no excuses this time for Marcheta, as long as we don't muck up his strategy. But I think we are all ready for the race. Okay, here we go then. Race number 5 of the season. And we're underway. Everybody is on dry tyres. I do wonder if it's going to get wet enough. It's not going to rain for very long though. So as long as they can tiptoe around, we should be okay. Marcheta is up to 6th. Dreyfus up to 9th. It's a relatively good start. Dreyfus obviously we'd expect to be a little bit slower because she's on the soft tyres, but she has performed incredibly well in these tricky conditions this year, so we'll see how she goes. Marcheta coming under pressure there, and he holds it off beautifully. He's doing a great job. Dreyfus falling back through the field. Marcheta still coming under pressure and looks like he's gonna... Nope, he's got him down the inside. He's made a good start. He's holding position. The track is getting wetter. It's gonna rain for about another lap. We've just got to hold on, really. We've got both our drivers pushing and using a bit of a higher fuel mode as we come through to start lap number 2. Marcheta has made up one place on lap 1, and he's doing incredibly well, pressuring Dembele in 4th ahead. Dreyfus is down to 14th, dropping places pretty quick. Both drivers are calling for intermediate tyres. They've just got to hold it out, really. I think I might tell them to go medium and neutral, just to make sure they don't push it too hard when the track is this wet. As long as they can keep it on the track, hopefully some people will panic and go on to intermediates. That would be lovely, but I've got a feeling everybody will stay out. We'll see. Damn, I couldn't do anything about that. Don't worry, Dreyfus, just stick in it. You're in it for the long haul. Although her soft tyres have actually worn more than the super softs. That's really weird. The super softs on Marcheta's car. I wonder if that's something to do with setup. Dreyfus is just falling down the field so quickly. She's down in 19th now. I do wonder what the problem is. She's now last. Is it this setup? Or maybe the worst parts we've got on the car? I don't know. Marcheta pressuring Evans in 4th. He's going to try and go down the inside here, and he's pretty weak into the braking zones normally. Can he hold on to it? He does. He's up into 4th. Marcheta, let's get him to push. See if he can close that gap to third place. Dreyfus has just flat spotted her tyres. My goodness, she's struggling out there. 36% already is the wear. I'm going to have to pit her pretty soon. It's right down the back of the field. I think we're going to pit her really early. Let's put her on super soft. See if she's a bit happier. We'll put a bit of fuel, a lot of fuel in. All the parts are okay. It's still that suspension. I really need to make a note to improve the reliability of that suspension. So she's going to come in early. Hopefully, with all this traffic on fresh tyres, she should be able to make up some places when they come back out. But let's go back to our main man, Marcheta. Right up there in 4th place. The gap ahead, 2.9 seconds. We'll keep an eye on that. His tyre deg's pretty bad though. He's reporting. We want him to get a few more laps than he's got currently. As Dreyfus comes into the pits. Looks like it's going to be sunny for the foreseeable future, which is good news. Marchesa really closing in on 3rd place, Dembele. He loses so much time in the heavy braking zones. His weakness is braking. So maybe that's not too surprising. And he's now going to come under some more pressure from El Sadat in 5th. But if we take a look at the mini-map up there, we're definitely gapping the rest of the field. And again, this is going to be a case of us not ruining his race with strategy. I don't think it's going to be as wet, dry. Looks like it's going to be dry, maybe even for the rest of the race. So if we get the strategy right here, I would say 5th place is almost a guarantee. That's incredibly early to be making that kind of claim, but it's possible. How's Dreyfus doing? So she's in 20th place. I don't think anyone else has stopped yet, although she is battling with Van An, who I think she's just overtaken. A lot more cars in the pit now, so let's have a look. She comes back out in 15th. Is she going to jump 14th? No, she's right on the tail though. She's definitely, that early stop has definitely helped us out here. And hopefully she can make some progress. She seems a bit more comfortable on the super softs, which is good news. Safety car. Right, Marcheta, you need to pit immediately. Let's put him on the soft tyres. Fill him to the brim with fuel. That suspension again on his car a little bit weak, and the engine, but he should be okay. He's not caught before the safety car, so he should be able to make that stop. It'll be a free stop. It's good news. That's come right at the right time, I think. I don't know why everyone's slowed down so much when the safety car is all the way around here, but I don't know if that's going to help us out. Actually, it might hurt us. We'll see when Marcheta comes back out. Dreyfus will keep out. She's obviously just made her stop, and this might work to her advantage. You never know. So Marcheta, everybody coming in around him. So that's good news. Oh, we're back out in the lead. Fantastic work from our pit crew. And he's going to be leading this race on the restart. That's brilliant news. Let's put back up and low engine modes. We don't want to wear those tyres. And we don't want to use any extra fuel that we need to. Dreyfus has now passed the start-finish line, so we can do the same with her. Dreyfus hasn't made up any real ground from the safety car. Generally, if someone pits under the safety car, they gain on those that have already pitted, because they're moving at a slower pace around the track. But this is a brand new experience for us. Marcheta leading the race, but on merit. He's definitely in that first place. Everybody around us has made the stops. We're all on new tyres. He is on the softs, which might be a little bit worrying for those against those super soft runners behind us. But I think he's shown good pace so far, so hopefully he can pull away again. We have lost that big advantage that the front 5 had over the rest though. So that's a bit of a worry. So 1 lap left. Does that mean we're crossing the start finish line once more, or this is going to be go? I have to keep an eye on this. The rest of the field haven't quite caught up yet. It was Dembele that was out, who was the person that Marcheta was chasing, so that's 1 out of contention from those around us. Dreyfus is going to be 1 more lap. Okay. Dreyfus is going to struggle here a bit. She is down in 13th and on used super soft. She's going to have to make those go as long as possible. So we'll have to see how that goes. Right, let's just speed it up just for the sake of this safety car lap. So there's not going to be much happening. And then we'll ramp Marcheta up. He's really going to have to go for it on the restart. Wow, safety car's really slow, isn't it? Even when it's sped up. So we're not quite at half distance, so probably a 2 to 3 stop race for Marcheta. We won't know which until a bit later in the race. Depends how he does on these soft tyres. Right, let's slow it back down. Let's get Marcheta to get those tyres back up to temperature. Same with Dreyfus. Safety car goes, and Marcheta now controlling the pace then. Track is going to grip up from now on as well. Definitely no rain on the horizon. This is your time, Marcheta. It's what all your experience counts for as we're released. And away he goes. Dreyfus immediately up to 12th, taking advantage on the restart. Marcheta making a massive gap back to Rogers in 2nd place. Much action behind. Let's go back to Dreyfus, see how she's doing. 3 cars ahead. An almighty melee ahead. Can she make any progress through the chicane? Maybe around the outside of Chew. He's going to give it a go. Bit of wheel banging. Just edged out, still side by side, and she's through into 11th place. That's great driving right there. Marcheta is a 2-second gap. He's opened out at the front. Just what we needed him to do. Oh, Dreyfus going backwards. This is a bit of a melee. This is where the AI struggle a little bit when everybody's so bunched up. But this is just helping Marcheta out front. He's just flying away. It's Sabato now in 2nd place. Has got past Rogers. And definitely has some great pace. Because he's just set the fastest lap of the race and is right on Marcheta's tail now. Dreyfus falling further back. Those super soft tyres starting to get past their best. Sabato goes past Marcheta. Try not to worry about it, lad. We're in a great position here. I think Sabato is one of the front running cars. Definitely have a lot more pace than us at the moment. Dreyfus all the way back up to 11th. She just needs to get past this melee of cars and maybe we'll have the pace to gap them. At the moment she's getting a bit stuck in the traffic. Gonna have to think about when we're going to want to pit her as well. As she goes down the inside of Chew. Now around the outside, they're still side by side, stays in 11th place. Out in front, look at the speed of Sabato. He's absolutely miles away already in just 1 lap. You've got Marcheta, then you've got Antonov in 3rd. He seems a little bit quicker than us, but then there's a gap appearing to the rest of the field. This is the advantage of being on the right at the front. All these melees that Dreyfus is stuck in. She's still trying to get her way out of them. Just 1 more car. Oh, she's fallen all the way back again. This is pretty exciting racing back here though. Great, now I have to stare at the back of Chew's car. Just keep it cool, Dreyfus. Keep it cool. She is going to pit earlier than most. We want to try and... I wonder if we try and make a really daringly early stop. I say we do. I think she's going to have to make 2 stops. We'll put the super softs on again. We'll fuel her up. Say about 7 laps. No, say 6 laps. No, 7 laps. All the parts are okay. I think we're going to hold up this time round, you know. And then hopefully she has the pace. Sabato has pitted from the lead. I think I need to stop pushing. My tyre deg is through the roof. Agreed, you're coming in this lap. Don't worry about it. In she comes. Marcheta back in the net lead of the race. Those soft tyres are really holding up well. I think he's only going to have to make 1 more stop after this, which is good news. It's a good pit stop from Dreyfus, and she's back out then. These tyres are starting to wear pretty quickly, so we'll put him back into neutral and put him back to medium fuel. He needs to get quite a few more laps out of these tyres, really. So Dreyfus is going to push now, and we'll see where she comes back out. Marcheta, we need to get... We're only actually at half distance. We only really want him to make 1 more stop. The issue is he hasn't really got the fuel to go much further. If we pit on about that 15... Yeah, we should be able to get enough fuel in the car, actually, to probably go to the end. It's just whether we go safe on the soft tyres or put the super softs on. We've got a few laps to make that decision. Dreyfus is going to have to make 1 more stop though. So she's going to have to make use of those tyres. Dreyfus does her fastest lap of the race though, 1:55.0. Definitely making use of the rubber. It's an almighty battle though for Marcheta. So Antonov has got past him, and we've got Obloa and Jar right there with him now. We need him to get a couple more laps out of this though. Just being patient here might pay off towards the end of the race, you know, for Marcheta. If we can make 1 more stop, there's a chance there's quite a few that might have to make 2. Dreyfus is really using up those tyres. I think we'll go back to neutral for her as well. As we hear from the drivers, they keep saying pushing, we're not getting any advantage from it. So you reach that point where pushing is actually doing them more damage than good. Dreyfus, a few cars in the pits. She gets out ahead of all of them then. So his strategy's working, but she's going to have to make 1 more stop. That's the problem. So she's going to have to make use of these tyres and might have to overtake those cars towards the end. Marcheta, meanwhile, still holding on to that 2nd place. Still doing a pretty good job up there. Antonov is pulling away, but not quickly. Antonov on the super soft tyres, which are obviously going to wear a bit quicker, and he's probably losing some pace on them now. You look at Marcheta's time though. Last lap was a 55... Oh, he's just done a 53.8 as Antonov pits. 9 laps to go. We're going to have to pit Marcheta this lap. There's no way around that. So we need him to do 8 laps to the finish. It's going to have to be soft tyres then. We have to fuel him up to the max. 8.6. 9 laps remaining. He's going to have to look after the fuel and the tyres. We'll give it a go. We can always pull him back in if needs be. So we'll get him to push now, overtake and attack. Dreyfus is up to 8th then. Our strategy working out brilliantly. We've got clear of that little group by the look of it. The ride is screwed, guys. What's wrong with the suspension? Well, it's starting to wear, fella, but again, we can't really take the time to repair it. Interesting to see where he comes back out here. As this race goes on, I'd actually start to say that Marcheta is maybe making one less stop on this strategy than... Oh, hello. Oh, it's raining. Oh, no. Oh, this isn't good. I guess everyone else has made their stop, but we could have maybe waited. Oh, it's going to get really wet. Okay, Marcheta comes back out in third. We're going to need to time this then. It's a really long lap here. This is what we were talking about earlier in the weekend. When you've got a lap this long, you've got to make sure that you pit on the right lap. You wait one too many, and it's a whole 2 minutes of pain before you can pit back in. We have got a gap between Marcheta and Dreyfus, but not a massive one. Inters. Right, we're going to do it. Right. We'll just top Marcheta up so that he's got that fuel on board. It's only going to take 8 seconds to fix that suspension. What about the engine as well? No, definitely can't fix the engine. Right, we'll fix the suspension. We'll take the risk. Put the intermediates on. Dreyfus, you'll come in as well. Part condition. Hers are holding up okay. Fueled to the brim. Dreyfus probably will get caught up. Held up, sorry, by Marcheta. But I think that's going to be a lot better than waiting right till the waiting another lap. There's a good chance this could go to wets as well. There's still 7 laps to go, and there's an awful lot of rain on the way. Marcheta, Dreyfus coming down the pit lane now, so she is going to have to wait. Not long though. I don't even think she had to wait at all, actually. That's slick work. Oh, perfect. Timed to perfection. Marcheta back out in third place then. Gonna keep the fuel on medium just in case we need to use it. We'll neutral it up. Just want to be a little bit cautious at this stage. We want to try and get these tyres to the end of the race, and we want to get these cars to the finish on this fuel load. Marcheta is in a great position here, you know. Oh, hang on. Everybody went on to wet tyres ahead of us. Ooh. This is tricky. Our drivers haven't asked for wet tyres yet. You can see how much more pace we've got than those wet tyre runners. But are they going to have the last laugh? Marcheta's now into the lead. Okay, we're going to use fuel and we're going to push. Same with Dreyfus, push and high. I don't think we can argue with the fact that wet tyres are going to be what's needed pretty soon. We could have made the wrong call here, you know. I'm very surprised people took that risk to go on wet tyres though. That seemed very strange. Gerard and Van Ant have been on those inters for quite a while behind us. They're the people we need to be worried about. Sabato is down in 4th, is dropping off rapidly then. Dreyfus is nearly up to those wet tyre runners actually. Closing in. We're going to have to listen to our drivers here. Marcheta is starting another lap. I think it's probably now time for wet weather tyres, don't you? I think we've got... Doing it on slicks, you're not on slicks, but... Oh. we've made a big error here. Fuel options. Let's add another lap of fuel. We can't fix anything. We haven't got time. Oh, this is it's not going to stop raining, is it? Nope. I think we have made another tactical blunder. Unfortunately. We're going to see here, but I think we're going to lose a lot of time. We can look at the gap, Sabato behind us. It's dropping so quickly, and this is exactly what we were saying. You get caught on the wrong tyres at the wrong time, and you lose so much time. The last two cars and intermediates. Oh, we've ruined our race. Look, Sabato and Jar just 7 seconds behind at the beginning of the lap. Oh dear. We didn't see that early enough. The time I thought about pitting was the time everybody else was already pitted, and we just passed the pits. Oh, a bit quicker on our feet there, and we could have made a much better decision. As it is, Marchetas it's not the end of the world. He's back out in 5th place. I think Dreyfus is going to take more pain for it. Where's she going to come back out? She's going to come back out in 11th. Right, we've got fuel to burn, so we're going to keep it on push and attack for both cars. Marchetas does have fresher tyres than everybody ahead of him. Same with Dreyfus. There's a chance to come back at them then. I mean, first and second, I think they're the two that made completely the right choice in pitting for the wet tyres, although I still question whether you'd even be able to drive with a tiny bit of rain on the track on intermediate on wet tyres, but hey ho. They made the right call. 3rd place is still possible if Marchetas can find the pace though. Dreyfus has just gone up to 11th then. 10th is in her sights as well. The rest of the field are quite a way away for her though. Marchetas. He's not exactly cruising up to the back of Gerard in 4th. You know what, I think we've got the fuel. I'm going to trust the drivers here. We've got the fuel and the tyres. Overtake and attack. Let's go for it. Let's see what they can do. This is trusting them a lot. Oh wow. They've just taken so much out of their tyre life. That was not a good idea. It just went from like 96 to 60. Wow, okay. Mind you, everyone else's has dropped pretty quickly. Okay. I think we'll be lucky if Marchetas holds on to 5th here. Let's have a little eye on Dreyfus. It would be nice if she could get 10th, but it's quite a way down the road at the moment. We can at least use the fuel, I suppose. Even if they don't go into attack mode. That shouldn't take any more out of the tyres. Marchetas is feeling that engine problem. He's coming under pressure now. Yes, at 16%. Deal with it, mate. One more lap after this. He's closed right back up on Gerard ahead. 1.2 seconds between them now. Dreyfus is closing in on 10th as well. Just looking at the tyre wear. Dreyfus has got better tyre wear. Marchetas is a lot worse than the people around him all of a sudden. Dreyfus makes a move. She's up to 10th place then. I think any more than that is going to be out of the question, but hopefully she can hold on to that as Marcheta starts his final lap then. 4th is in sight. Come on, lad. Show us your mettle. It's absolutely torrential rain. Rain. The floodlights are on for some reason. Which, and they don't have headlights. They're going from floodlit racetrack to complete darkness with no headlights. Oh, he's made a move. He's up to 4th. Great move from Marcheta. This is great stuff. Our car's got really good pace right at the end here. His tyres are a bit dodgy. Look at Dreyfus pulling away up there as well. She's got great tyre life in comparison to other people. Just a few more corners to go for Marcheta to get what I think this is going to be our best finish of the season. 4th place. I think Dreyfus's best was 5th. So this is a great result. Dreyfus is up to 9th actually. She's passed someone else right at the end. Here comes Marcheta then to finish in 4th place. What a great race. I can't help but feel there was maybe a little bit more on the table today for him. But all things considered, with all we had to deal with and that little strategical blunder, that is a great result. And Dreyfus home in 9th. That's some good points, you know. No matter what. Both of them beat our sponsor objective. So that's great news. That was a great race. A lot to deal with. Our cars definitely seem to be getting better. We need to sort out that reliability problem with the suspension and the engine on the best parts. Because of course Marcheta had the good engine and the good suspension, and they were the unreliable ones. So Bardo then takes the win from Jar, the two that made the brave call to go onto the wet tyres instead of the intermediates, and it really paid off for those two today. They've done a great job. 3 stops as opposed to, well, Vanian made the same 3 stops, but he did go on to inters. That's because he went soft at the beginning. We were actually 2 of the only cars that made 4 stops. I think we got caught out at just the wrong time by the rain. But 4th and 9th, I'll take that all day long. Let's hope we haven't broken a rule. Oh, rule break on the suspension. Oh, come on. Really? That, I bet you that was on. Oh, that was on Marcheta's car. Again, whenever he gets a really good result, he gets an illegal part on his car. Right, we're not taking any risks ever again with the parts. Oh, that's such a shame. Robbed of 3 World Championship points. Oh well, there's not much we can do about that. So that means that Dreyfus is still ahead in 10th place with 56 points. Marcheta moves all the way up to 12th on 50 points. We can see that sort of top of the midfield there, 5th down to 9th, is sort of getting into range now. We're definitely making a gap on at least Tang downwards. So making progress. We're still 6th in the constructors, but we're closing in on that little group of Silver, Eastwood and Vexala. Now only about 20 points away from all 3, and we're gapping those 4 cars behind us. It's good news. Well, that certainly was an eventful race. It'd be nice to have a fully dry race sometime soon. These wet races are incredibly stressful, and I always seem to make at least one wrong strategy call. We need to improve on those, but it would also be nice to have a race where we don't have to make them. The morale of both drivers is skyrocketing still, both into the 70s now, which is good news. Little percentage changes for Dreyfus, and of course our reserve driver, even though he didn't do anything. And Marcheta's relationship with Jarvis is improving as well. A little increase to our marketability as well. It's going to be 1.4 million into the bank, 900,000 in the positive now. And that is going to be it from this episode. I hope you enjoyed that race. That was great fun. We're definitely starting to make progress. We just need to work on our reliability, I think, and our strategy calls, and we'll be there. Obviously keep improving the cars, but we just need to do better of the opportunities presented to us. Marcheta, on a better day, that could have been a podium finish, but I'm still proud of him. He brought it home in seriously tricky conditions, so I can't have too many complaints. I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you did, leave a like down below. Leave a comment if you got any thoughts or opinions or advice, of course, on that race or on the career mode in general. We shall be back with the build-up and the practice to the Munich Grand Prix very soon. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.
These battles have often been contained on single racetracks. Now, it's going global. The chosen chariot for this is the Red Bull 2016. Brilliant in the bends, but often hampered by its Renault engine. Lacking power on the...
Sorry? What do you mean? They make watches. Oh, okay.
Can they make up for the deficit on the streets with their Tag Heuer engine?
Sauber, a team that often I get confused as to whether they have overachieved or underachieved. A team of humble beginnings, founded by Peter Sauber in the 1970s. He would eventually work his way up the ladder to win back-to-back Le Mans races in 1988 and 1999 with the incredible Sauber Mercedes C9, a car that was relatively unchanged between the 2 years, such was its dominance. It was then that Peter Sauber decided to take a foray into Formula 1.